forward first before we get the starting lights up, and that's exactly what they do now. They move forward just 2 grid spots, a quick burnout to get a little bit of temperature into the rear tyres. That's all that they can afford. Smoke over the grid, waiting for the lights to begin. The last row now pulls up into position, and we are about to go racing here in Santiago. Get yourselves ready. Green flag at the back of the pack. Okay. Still a long hold, still waiting for the first of those red lights to illuminate. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're racing in Santiago. It's not a very good start from Mitch Evans at the head of the field. There is a slow starter at the back of the field as well, but Evans has managed to hold on in the second phase. And Wehrlein is up the inside of Günther for second position. Both Audis at the back of the field. It's going to be a fantastic start from Lucas Di Grassi. Who was the slow starter? It was Jerome D'Ambrosio who's at the tail of the field. And Jerome D'Ambrosio under pressure from Marquin Haar. So whatever the problem was with his car, there is still a problem now. He's at the tail of the field. Friends making up positions further back in 19th spot. Lots of side-by-side action going through the first couple of turns before they get into this long back straight. It's not really straight though, it is curving all the way to the left-hand side. And Alexander Sims trying to make up some positions. He's 15th at the moment. He's going round the outside of one of the Porsches. And that will be Andrea Lotterer. Has he managed to make that one stick? I'm not sure he has. Further forward, Ollie Turvey's made a great bit of progress, and there's shunting in the middle of the pack. Lots of contact. One of the Porsches getting involved there, and he's made contact with 2 or 3 different cars, and it was Neil Jarni, the first of the Porsches, now at the tail of the field. Di Grassi did not make up any positions, and someone's got damage and heading to the pits. That could be Jarni in the Porsche, and it looks like Alexander Sims was caught up in it as well. He's got a bit of smoke bellowing off the front of his car. Jarni brings his Porsche into pit lane, and that could be the first of our retirees. I think he had rear suspension damage. Marquin Haar and Jerome D'Ambrosio fighting over the very tail end of the field. Evans held on in the lead of the race though. Wehrlein second, Günther third, Turvey up 1 to 4th, Mortara up 2 to 5th, Massa 6th, Van Dorn 7th. So it was a bad start from Buemi, who dropped to 8th. Then Vern, De Vries and Sims in 11th position. And now they've started to settle down. Santi leads our race. After 1 lap, Christian G in second, Spirit Link in third, Team Simon 4th and Ghost Racer 5th. But it's very, very early stages. A slow first lap, of course, as you try and sort yourselves out. But now, as you go through Sector 2, it's Spirit Link who leads Team Simon. Ghost Racer in third, Louis up to 4th position, Verklan to 5th. And that means that we have lost Santi, and he's dropped down the field. Andrea Lotterer looking to try and get up into... Oh, big contact with Lotterer and Sims trying to get up into 12th position, just pushing Sims wide. Sims is going back at him, trying to push him, and Neil Jarni's getting in the way here. Jarni right in the middle of the pack, and that was great aggressive driving from Alexander Sims. Not something you normally see from Sims, but he really muscled Andrea Lotterer out of the way, and Apt got himself ahead and up into 13th position. Great stuff from Sims. He said, if you're going to push me, I will push you. Get my elbows out. Nico Muller up into 15th position. And he's ahead of Brendan Hartley, who's dropped down to 18th spot. Collado 19th. Sounds like it was a puncture for Neil Jarni, who's back out onto circuit after a change. Vern ahead of Buemi up into 8th position, and Robin Frines also with an issue. So he is down in 23rd position. Bird moves up to... Oh, what's happened to Lotterer? Lotterer falling down the field. He's down to 18th spot. And Collado also dropping down to 21st position. Lotterer lost 5 spots there.
Great job.
Team Simon now leads Ghost Racer and Louis in 3rd position. Spirit Link and Moran the top 5 as Verklan gets into 6th position ahead of Burn Dog Wolf. But it's very, very close between the top contenders. And Louis now moves himself up into the lead of the race, ahead of Team Sidemen. 0.3 of a second between them, with Ghost Racer in third position. Not even a tenth behind that. Is incredibly close. Attack zone has opened up, so you can now use that. Brendan Hartley has. D'Ambrosio has. And Robin Frines has as well at the tail of our field. Marquin Haar making up some progress, up into 21st position, ahead of Andrea Lotterer. We haven't seen what happened to Lotterer, who's now down in 22nd spot. I wonder if he's got a bit of damage, because he was muscled out the way by Alexander Sims. Sims defending his 12th position. And of course, he is our championship leader right now. Spirit Link ahead of Ghost Racer for third position.
Doing a great job. Focus on the race.
Evans, Bearline, Gunter, Turby, Mortara, the top 5. Massa, Van Dorn, Verne, Buemi, De Vries is the top 10. And D'Ambrosio moving up ahead of James Collado for 19th position. As Sam Bird jumps into attack mode. A lot of early attack modes being taken here, presumably because they don't want to go into attack mode and utilise that battery heavily when it is too hot. It'll be more effective now than it will be in a few moments' time when the battery is too hot and everything is not working very well. Oh, what's happened to Sims? Sims is dropping down the field like a stone. He's down into 17th, now 20th position. We may have lost our championship leader already. De Vries also dropping down behind Da Costa.
Great job.
So Sims is still ahead of Lotterer, but Lotterer has had an issue as well. Our TV coverage, as usual, not showing us at all what's going on. Team radio on Alexander Sims, but doesn't tell us anything about what's going on. Lotterer drops down behind Robin Frines, who's got attack mode. Everyone outside of the top 10 with attack mode, really, other than Nico Muller, who's in 14th position. Collado, Marquin Haar. We've got a full course yellow. Oh, we've got some contact as well. Who is that? Looks like one of the Cheetah cars. And it's Van Dorn, Verne and Da Costa who are getting right in a mess of things. They were completely locked together, but we have gone full course yellow, and presumably that's to retrieve either body panels or perhaps Alexander Sims. It is. Sims is out of the race. A very quick full course yellow to get rid of the car. And we go back to green racing straight away. De Vries going for Da Costa, but they're all stuck behind Sebastian Buemi, and that's not worked for De Vries at all. He's pushed him wide, and now Verne will try and go round the outside of him.
Sharp turn coming up. Watch your speed.
So it's double Van Dorn behind now, Da Costa and Verne.
You're doing great.
Buemi in 7th, Massa in 6th, Mortara in 5th. Ollie Turvey doing a great job still in 4th position for Neo. So much changing, with Spirit Link now leading our race by 2.5 seconds ahead of Louis and Team Sidemen. De Vries goes inside Daniel Abt up into 11th position. Oh, and Sam Bird's been shunted and spun around by one of the Nissans. And I think that may have been Apt actually who spun him around. It's a complete chaotic Formula E race as per usual. And Sam Bird held up Nico Muller as Ollie Rowland's car disintegrates on the main straight. Evans goes into attack mode at the head of the field. Mortara as well in 5th position. And Ollie Rowland is in a right mess of things. He was in 13th position, but he's now dropping down like a stone with bodywork flailing, and he's got Hartley and D'Ambrosio snapping at his heels, trying to get past him. They're running side by side through turns 4 and 5. It's not chaotic at the head of the field, but it's certainly chaotic further back. No news of Lotterer, who's actually in the pits, so he is out the race. Sims is out the race. Friends is running, but 1 lap down. And Neil Jarney actually went back into the pits as well. So we lost both Porsches at the start of the race. Absolutely disastrous. And there's a lot of bodywork on the start, finishing straight to avoid from Ollie Rowland, spitting that out. Spirit Link now 3 seconds ahead of Louis. Ghost Racer 5 back in 3rd position. Team Simon 1.4 back behind Ghost Racer. Then it's Moran, Barn Dog Wolf, McFearless, Verklan and Jericho with Darren's Chan. The fastest lap, remember, from Darren's. And 10th position now. But a decent way back from our leader at the moment. It's all about consistency though. Spirit Link 2.5 ahead of Louis right now. Ghost Racer 8 back. Ollie Rowland in a right mess of car. No front bodywork. I think he's got some other bodywork trapped under the car as well. It is looking a right mess. "35 minutes gone, plus 1 lap still remaining." Sorry, 35 minutes still remaining, plus 1 lap with 10 minutes gone. And here comes a change for 4th position. Mortara with attack mode, cruising past Ollie Turvey. And that was a really easy move. Felipe Massa also with attack mode, and he will be able to do the same thing pretty soon. Ollie Turvey, in fact, gives in the position and goes into attack mode as well. Both the cheaters behind him do the same thing. Vern and DaCosta, Buemi also. So the leading contenders choosing to go into attack mode a little bit later than those further back.
Great job. Keep focused on the race.
Wehrlein and Gunther yet to utilise their first attack mode, but majority of the field have done it already as the 2 Mercedes go toe-to-toe. Van Dorn ahead of De Vries right now, but De Vries wants to get back ahead. Problem is, he's also got Buemi for company, and they're all with attack mode, so they're all just running that little bit faster than the rest of the field.
Sharp turn coming up.
Good work from Mark Winhar going up the inside of Nico Muller for 17th position. Also James Collado moving up ahead of Brendan Hartley for 14th position through the hairpins. And it's Spirit Link now just a second ahead of Louis. Maybe a mistake from Spirit Link that last lap through. Certainly Louis has the better lap time ultimately. In fact, the fastest lap of the race is Louis'. A 57.396. Good to see Christian with a fastest sector 2. Darrence with the fastest sector 3 and Louis with the fastest sector 1. We're on lap 12 of our race. Felipe Massa looking to try and find a way through. Runner past Gunther ahead of him. And this is right at the head of the field. And this is the 2 cheaters. Sorry, the 2 Venturis with attack mode running so much faster. They've deposed of Turvey and now they're deposing of Gunther. And Gunther fires himself down the inside. He's just activated attack mode. He gets back past Mortara now that Mortara's run out of attack mode. Oh, and Wehrlein managed to do attack mode without losing a position. That was very, very nice driving. So now all the first excitements of the attack mode are about to fade away in the next couple of laps, and we'll sort of settle down for a little bit until latter half of the race. But really good to see the 2 Venturis now going side by side. Here comes Massa on Mortara, going around the outside of a long left-hander, which just all it does is tighten. They're still running side by side. Eventually Massa bails out of it. But Massa had attack mode and Mortara did not. And now Massa has run out of that attack mode, so I don't think we're seeing that kind of move again. Mortara ahead of Massa, 4th and 5th. Vern moves ahead of Turvey, and Da Costa moves ahead of Turvey as well. So that Neo is starting to drop down the field as we expected. Did a great job of holding on the first couple of laps. So Wehrlein with 3 minutes of attack mode left. He'll be chasing down Mitch Evans, who has run out of his attack mode, and Evans has already gone into his second attack mode. Gosh, that's an early move for Mitch Evans. How is he going to hold on for 30 minutes without that second attack mode? He knows that Wehrlein and Günther have attack mode behind him. In fact, Brennan Hartley has done the same thing. Maybe they need to do it before the batteries get too low. The lower the batteries get, the more sensitive to temperature they get, and the more likely of overheating. So they're getting these attack mode activations out of the way whilst they've still got a decent amount of battery, so not to overheat them too much. Roland Bird and Apt all under investigation for collisions at the hairpin. We actually haven't seen a single replay yet of anything, let alone Sims and Lotterer in their retirements. You know, our championship leader's retired. We haven't actually seen what's happened to him. Günther putting pressure on Pascal Wehrlein for second position, but quite honestly, Günther's going to run out of attack mode before Wehrlein. Wehrlein will run out of attack mode before Evans. However, Wehrlein and Günther will then have a second attack mode later on in the race. Spirit Link leads Louis. Team Cyber now up ahead of Ghost Racer. Morand in 5th, Barndog Wolf in 6th position. Still got a decent amount of runners out there. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying this race so far. Make sure you use the attack mode. Make sure you